What is going on, everybody? Hopefully everybody's had a wonderful Tuesday and they're having a great week so far. So, gonna try out some of this new Dead by Daylight patch tonight. Got the new Castlevania patch, so you got Dracula and is it Trevor Belmont? So you don't have the original ones, but it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. I do like the skins they come out with, you know, for Trevor, because they've got the Alucard skin, which everybody was kind of upset Alucard wasn't him, but I was like, you know, they're going to do a skin. They're not going to let it just go without giving him a skin. And then they also, of course, gave him the original, what's his name? Simon Belmont. And I think it's a Symphony, whichever one is the other one. I don't remember what the other skin is, but it's another one of the Belmont family. Gave him another skin for that. So anybody who's a fan of Castlevania probably will like one of the Belmonts at least. I got one for everybody on that. I was just looking at some of the perks before we got started, and I was trying to see which perks would be interesting to level up and try with. Because some of these perks that Dracula has is pretty interesting, especially for the build we've been running on the Xenomorph, which is interesting. George, what's up, man? How's it going? Oh, what's going on, Daniel? How you doing, man? How you doing? It's nice hanging out. It was nice hanging out. It was nice hanging out. Hopefully you guys are doing good. You guys play any of the new patch yet? Any, how you guys liking it? And what do you guys think of the new, perks and survivors? Playing some Wukong? Nice, nice. You enjoying it, George? Been busy. Yesterday I probably streamed to about, probably about 10 o'clock, so about 3 hours. I got home yesterday from work, which normally I don't. I was planning on streaming yesterday evening, but I didn't get a chance to. I got home from work and one of my ducks had hatched babies. So I came home to like 7 little baby ducks that I had to catch, and I took them over to my uncle's yesterday evening because he's got like a creek and stuff on his property. And the ducks like it a little bit over there, so I took them over there. It's a lot easier on them. Here I got to keep them put up because if I don't, then we've got a bunch of foxes and hawks and stuff like that to try to get to them, so I don't want nothing to happen to them, so they're better off over there for the time being. Been kicking your butt. Well, you know, I like hard games. I like games like that. I'll eventually probably play it, but there's so much stuff coming out here soon that I'm kind of like, I don't know if I want to invest in it. Because where I don't stream full time, being able to put a good 8 hours into it at a time. Back when I was younger and I didn't have so many responsibilities, I could put me a good 8 hours in on a game and be like, yeah, that's an accomplishment for the day. Versus nowadays, I'm like, I gotta get a couple, you know, 3 hours, maybe 4 at the most, gaming a day. So I want to jump into, well, we got a lot of stuff coming up too, and that's another thing. I've been trying to ration out what we've been having, because we've got, well, you got this today, which is fun, but it's not like a whole new game. You've got Dead Rising Remake, which I'm looking forward to. You've got Silent Hill. You've got the remaster for Until Dawn. You've got the casing of Frank Stone coming up next week. Just a lot of stuff coming up, and I'm kind of like picking and choosing what I want to play. Picking and choosing what I want to play. Because nowadays, you know, I understand, you know, games. I remember, you know, a lot of people complain nowadays, oh, games are $70, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, I remember back in the day, you know, Super Nintendo games, them trying to sell them for $70 a pop. You know, I remember those days. And it kind of got to where it was like, oh, now the, you know, standard is 50, and then they kind of went to, then it went to 60, and now it's up to 70. But I remember some of them licensed games back on Super Nintendo and stuff like that were crazy expensive. Like, you can look at like old, let's see, old Toys R Us stuff, and it's crazy the price it was on, let's see, 90s. God, it makes you feel 90s. Toys R Us. Us ads. Super NES. Well, that's Sins. And they were expensive back then, if I remember. Like right here, I'm looking at it, and it's like, okay, not even a one that's Street Fighter Alpha 2, $69.99 for the game. So it's like, okay, so you're looking at a game that was $70 back in '96, which is crazy. What's up, Kyle? How you doing, man? How you doing, Kyle? And then you're looking here, it's like Marvel Superheroes, $60. So this is at 96. But you get the Super Nintendo for $130. So you get a Super Nintendo for $130, and you get a controller for like $15. So you didn't pay as much for the systems, but the games is where they really raked you over the coals back then. And like NBA Hang Time, $70. Donkey Kong Country 3, $60. Ultimate MK3, $70. So I mean, you really weren't saving none, you know. People complain about $70 games now. They were $70 back then. And see, there's another, what is this? Okay, this is 96. So this had the Nintendo 64. It was $200 for N64. PlayStation was $200. PlayStation games didn't seem like they're that expensive. They were $47. But Nintendo, I do remember theirs always being stupidly expensive for what they were. Like, okay, Super Mario 64, $60. So, yeah, it's crazy, like, how some of the stuff hasn't really changed over time. But hey, it is what it is. But yeah, that's I'm just kind of trying to sprinkle out my gaming for the next little bit. It is super fun, Daniel. It is super fun. I actually have my case for it on Game Boy Advance over there. They done a Game Boy Advance version. I've still got the case. I must have got rid of the game years ago, because all I got's the case for it now. If I could find a copy of the game, I'd have a copy of the game and the case in. But it's nice. It's a fun one. That's probably one of my favorite ones to play, because like I said, it was on Game Boy Advance, and you could just pop it in and play it in the car and stuff. And it felt good. But I remember playing it on my DS. I had it on my DS because the old school DSs had, you know, you could put your Game Boy Advance games in and play it that way. And you could do like cool little... It had a function where you could actually have played on either screen. So you could play it on the nice big screen with the two speakers. It used to be, you know, if you had that nice screen on that DS, it felt better. You're like, man, that's a clean looking screen. God, it makes me feel old. But I was tempted to put my blood points into Dracula and try out this dominance perk, which seems pretty interesting because it blocks him from messing with that, and also it shows where the totems and stuff are. Plus you got human greed, which looks pretty interesting with chest, where they can see it and stuff like that. And then that one looks pretty good too, even though it only affects one person. But yes, 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 yes. They're, you know, handheld gaming really is not the same as what it was back then. No, you know, I guess the Switch still is like a handheld gaming thing, but it's really not. Like, when I think of handheld gaming, it was like, oh, let me take my DS, fold it, put it in my pocket. I can walk around with it. You know, or like, what was it? You had certain Game Boy Advances that could be folded up, put in your pocket, stuff like that. So there was cool things like that back in the day that you could do. I can't fit my Switch in my pocket unless I'm wearing like some good old 90s jeans like the Jinkos, and then I can fit it in my pocket. But yeah, you're not gonna be able to do that nowadays. But you know, like I said, it's just is what it is at that point. Is what it is at that point. Maybe we'll try Dracula first anyway. Might as well. If I'm gonna put blood points into him, then I might try him out. When he gets to picking the perks, I'll try to build him like I got my Xenomorph built right now. Because I've been practicing with my Xenomorph to see if I can get some, you know, traction going with him. Because I've got my points to buy my skin for my Xenomorph, but I don't know if I want to pull the trigger on it quite yet. Which I might go ahead and just do it. It doesn't even matter. But I know that dadgum one thing caught my eye. The new Alucard skin. I was like, that's a nice skin. That card looks nice. But yeah, I miss my old school gaming stuff back in the day. They did buff him. They buffed some of his stuff from the PTB. They gave him, I believe what was it? They made the wolf form faster. I do remember that. They did make his wolf form faster. I think they relatively didn't change the bat form. I think they thought that was in a pretty good spot. But they made the wolf form as fast as the bats now, or something weird. I think they made his charge, like his little fire pillars, charge faster, release faster, and stuff like that. And changed the way the scent orbs worked for his wolf too. So they've done a few changes for him to try to, I guess, raise the power level up of him some, because I don't think they thought he was strong enough at the moment, so. Which, I mean, I'd rather them, you know, what is this? Knockout. Let's just go Sloppy Butcher. It's pretty good that they actually are kind of doing stuff like that, or at least he did feel a little underpowered in his wolf form. You basically had only switched to his wolf form for... Oh, yeah, and the lunge with the wolf is different now, too. It actually, Hey, Natalie, how you doing today? How you doing? I was in Igor's stream last night, and I heard you got all your stuff ready for your big trip coming up. I bet you're excited for that. I bet you're excited. That's good to hear, good to hear. Oh yeah, I got some baby ducks. It is. Once you got everything squared away and now you all you gotta worry about is getting to the airport and going from there. That's the best part once you got that. I'll put them in Discord here in a little bit. I took a little video of them. I could show on my phone, but you can't really see them on my phone. I had about 7 of them. I got home yesterday and my little mallard, my little mama duck, she's always one that wants to set on eggs, and so I didn't know she was setting, because every time I go outside to feed her, she was out there waiting on me. So she'd hear me coming, she'd get off her nest, she'd be waiting on me, obviously, and I'd feed her and she'd eat and she'd do her little thing. But she's always been odd with her eggs. She'd do this like she walks around and kind of like, I don't know if you've ever seen ducks when they have a nest, but they'll walk and like turn sideways and then put their head down and like quack at the ground at you and go on. It's once you see it, you're like, she's setting. So you can kind of just tell by, you know, watching the way they move. Well, she, I didn't know she was sitting. She's been like that for a while, because I normally try to, ever since she's had, you know, a possum stole her nest, she's always kind of been that way with her nest in general from then on out. So I didn't know she was setting. I get home yesterday, I'm feeding the chickens, I'm getting ready to head over there to their place, and I'm sitting there and I hear babies, and I'm like, little chirps, and I said, she has babies. So I went over there, and of course, there they are, about 7 of them hiding in the corner with her, and she's standing between me and them, and she's kind of giving her little quacks and stuff like that, and letting me know, hey, these are my babies. And I'm like, you know, she wasn't too bad as far as like trying to get me. They're so cute, and they're so small, like literally I could hold them in my hand, like in pretty much cup them in my hand, and their little head would poke out from right there, and they just kind of peek out and, you know, do their little thing. Precious little things. I love my ducks a lot. I always tell my wife, I said, I like my ducks more than I do my chickens. But I don't have a big lake or a pond or something like that, which I took them over to my uncle's right now because where it's so hot this year, I don't like them setting out, and I'll put them out there, and he's at a big farm with a creek that runs through the middle of it, so they can get in the creek and play and stuff like that, and it doesn't feel, they're able to play and have their stuff. And, but I'll post some pictures of them in the Discord in the animals section. I got them, and they're just precious little things. That's my second litter of ducks I've had. The first one, let's see, I had a first one, and how many did I have of that first litter of ducks? I lost 2 of them because they were sickly. Well, one of them is because the mama abandoned them. She left them one night and didn't. Yeah, I need to do something. I want a little duck pond or something on my property. But the mom abandoned them one night, so she didn't cover them up, and one of them ended up freezing to death. Bless his little heart. So I ended up I took them away from her so that wouldn't happen again. Then one of them was a little sickly one, which it happens from time to time. And I lost that one just out of nowhere. I went out there and it was just gone. But it was real young at the time. Like I said, when they're real young, it'll happen to them. But there was like 9 of them at that point, and then I ended up with 7 very healthy ones. And Love the little things. Love the little things. They're precious. And ducks have sweet personalities. At least the female ducks. The male ducks can be pretty mean. Like, as I was trying to get the babies out of the coop with the mom, they would try to run towards him because he's a mallard too. So they kind of were running towards him thinking he was, you know, maybe that was their mom. And he would pick him up with his beak and pick his head up to normal height and then drop him. I'm like, buddy, you stop being mean to them little things. And they kept just running right back to him like, oh no, he's trying to get us. And I'm like, I'm not trying to hurt you guys. I'm just trying to get you out of here. So it really was. That's male ducks for you though, Natalie. They're like that, male ducks are. But like I said, I wouldn't trade them for the world. I love my little ducks. Like I said, I love them more than I do my chickens. They're a lot easier to take care of than chickens too. A lot easier to take care of than chickens. For some reason, they'll have less health issues. They're a lot more resilient when it comes to weather. They're just not a bad you know, little farm animal to have. As long as you got a good spot, because I don't have a pond. Yeah, Daniel. Male ducks, they're what you call dicks. They really are. I'm telling you. But they're, like I said, I love my little ducks. Let's try this, that, plaything. And then what else do I want to run? I want to run one that's... Don't I have it up high? I thought I had it. Resonance, there it is. Let's go resonance, there we go. But yeah, I love them. I love my little ducks. Let's go scent orbs. Go with that. I don't know what I'm picking, but I'm just going whatever. Those seem pretty decent. But I do like some Castlevania stuff. Yeah, male cats. Every male cat that I've ever had has been very loving towards me, and then every female, except for this most recent one, she is by far the most loving little thing that we've got. But most of my other ones are like, you give me love when I want it. Otherwise, don't mess with me. That's how most of them have been. And then I've had male cats that just completely adore me. They're all over me, loving on me, want to be around me all the time. I love my animals in general. Yeah, ours is Himiko. Himiko is my little exception. My first little, Ooh, I don't know if I want to deal with them two flashlights. And now you can't see what their thing is. The white David King, yeah, I don't want to deal with them. Not dealing with them. Yeah, cats. You know, I'm more of a cat person in general myself. I like cats. Now, granted, I love my Mika. My Pyrenees German Shepherd mix. I love her to death. She's my buddy. But overall, I like cats. In general, if I take the, you know, step back and go, okay, what's my favorite animal? I'd pick a cat. Like if they're like, you got to pick a cat or a dog, which one would you pick? I'd pick a cat. Just because I love cats in general, and they're also a lot. If I want to go out of town, I can, you know, put an automatic feed around and automatic water, and then, you know, clean a litter box, and I'll be good for a few days. And I can be like, all right, someone come over and check them every other day or something like that. Come clean the litter box for me every other day and just make sure they're okay. Leave a radio on or TV on so they feel like there's somebody at the house, because if I don't do that, my cats go crazy. Yeah, that's the big thing. Dogs with traveling, and that's my biggest thing with my Mika. She has such bad social anxiety, I can't leave her with anybody. I've left, I can leave Raven. Raven's fine with anybody. She's just that kind of dog, and she's very good house trained, listens very well. Mika isn't like that. She likes me, my wife, and daughter. That's her family. She's okay with my dad, and that's about the only other person I know she's pretty decent with. That's just how she is. So let's try this out now.
Your hate, your vengeance.
Now, who's this voice actor for this? This sounds interesting. They're near this. I heard you. Oh, wait. I gotta remember, my stuff's a little different now. So whenever they're near a box, a totem, or anything of that sort, they'll show up. He ain't stopping running, is he? We thought I wasn't coming back for you. Let's see. I gotta remember. Keyboard is such an interesting thing to me because I don't play keyboard, so I don't know what the hell I'm doing half the time. I gotta remember my keys. Let's see, where are they? I just saw you run by, huh? He didn't stick around too far. They've not got a gen yet. Thank you. Yeah, the fact they get near a totem gives them away. Yeah, I like cats. I got my, like I said, I've got German Shepherds are great dogs. I love my. I keep getting. I gotta. Yeah. Come here, Leon. You might get off here, Leon. Let's see. Nope. Let's see. Healed her up. Hey, Ann! How you doing? Hello, hello. Gave themselves away by getting near this totem. Where'd she go? There you are. So Leon's on death hook now, so no big deal to worry about him. Oh, she wasn't getting over. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Grab you. Let's hook you up right here.
What an emotional display.
Hey, Ada. Oh, too close. I got too close. That back up, slow their little. Where'd you run to, Ada? I might here in a little bit. Let's see, where are we going here? Leon, I don't want you, buddy. That's fine. Let's get rid of that. Where'd that Ada go? I don't really want you, Leon. You're death hook, buddy. I don't want to tunnel you down because I don't want to kill you right off the bat there, bud. Okay, so I can't go through that. I'll save you for last, Ada, because you actually know what you're doing when it comes to playing. Let's kill the others first. Oh, there's the others. Okay. You're not getting my totem? Stop that. Who's the other one? Oh, Jill. Okay, I was gonna say, I don't know if I've seen Jill enough to matter. Oh, I hit the wall. Hit the wall. Come here. I gotta get better at hitting that. Come here. Where'd she go? Oh, come here. I keep forgetting your shapeshift. Nobody's on that one. I guess we'll take Jill down. The other one's really hard to catch. Jill's not nearly as bad as that Ada. Oh, I was a little far behind. Yep. Let's see. Let's get you on a death hook and be done with you. Mister, oh. You're not getting away. Please get the 1K. Okay, so it automatically does it. Okay, I got it. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's continue on. Okay, it's gonna take a little bit to learn how to play him. It's gonna take a little bit to learn how to play him. Ball chicken. Okay.
A miserable little pile of secrets.
I forgot you could change and like teleport with his bats and stuff like that. I've got to learn how to do all this stuff. He's got a lot of stuff to learn. He's got one of those what is it? I guess he's probably what's considered a hard killer. Let's see.
Trevor Belmont. I'll have your head on a hook.
I won't show you. I like playing Xenomorph. I've been playing a lot of them recently. If I play killers, I have certain ones that I don't normally play. What we got up here? Got Trevor Belmont with a flashlight. Part of me doesn't want to deal with that Trevor Belmont with a flashlight, but it'll be alright. Whatever. If I get stomped, I get stomped. Just is what it is. That's the fun thing, trying new killers versus new survivors. New survivors, you're not actually trying anything new. You're just playing a different, you know... Well, you're playing the same, playing a survivor with a different skin, more or less. Versus killer, you gotta learn all their new little moves and their mechanics and stuff like that. But if I, yeah, I'm trying to get my Xenomorph to be a main, and that's what I've been practicing with a lot outside of this. But since he came out today, I want to try him out, and then, but I like my Xenomorph. I'm a big Aliens fan. I love the whole Ridley Scott universe for it. And then the, I'd say that other killers, I enjoy the Resident Evil. I enjoy Wesker, and I enjoy Nemesis, and I enjoy Pig, actually. I just play those for fun. They do. And I wouldn't doubt that it's not coming. It's just going to take a little bit. That'd be an interesting one to do, because you couldn't give him his energy blast, I wouldn't think. So he would definitely have his like claws and stuff like that, and maybe an infrared ability would be maybe some kind of like maybe one of his perks or something like that. It does like reveal survivors or something. Well, we'd have to see. Let's see if they get near any boxes or anything like that. I can see them. I played a trapper on this map, and he worried about those 3 gens there, keeping them, and wouldn't let him get these 3. Go ahead and hit these gens. These are the main ones you don't want them to get. Keeps some good spacing on them. Scatter Moth got a couple hits of damage on him. I can see their scent orbs from pretty far away, so that's pretty nice. Use that to close the gap a little bit. So he's definitely taking me over here to try to chase me around this. See, they're over here somewhere. Yep, see, I knew they would cook these gens. They're going to cook certain ones to try to get them out of the... As long as they're not running, I can't see them. Let's hit the... Yeah, see, I knew you were gonna go for that. Get her off of that. I don't want him to hit this gen. Let's get this gen. Oh, come on. That's weird. I need to come back over here to it. Playing in third person is so weird for getting hit with this. Yeah, oh god. It's gonna be hard to keep him off these certain gens, because she's gonna be right back on it. Look at her. Keeping him off gens is gonna be hard. They're doing a good job with it, and I don't know him well enough to keep him off of him. Let's see, put you on a hook. Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to stop them. They're cooking me hard. There's nothing I can do. Yeah, that's what I had Trapper do the other night. He never even left that one side. God knows there's a hook far off.
Destiny can be quite fun at times.
Let's see what gen they're working on. Got Dwight off the hook. Neon's right there. There's not gonna be much I can do here to stop him, I don't think. You on a hook? Oh, I think it'd be easy to keep him off of the gins, but flashbang, okay. I just don't want him to get yet. I don't want him to get it done on gins. Can you come near that gin? I don't... Yeah, they're all on this gin here. I can't get over there. Wow, okay. That's weird. So is his body just that big he can't get through it? He's just too big to get through it, huh? Got them all hurt. Got him. I just gotta keep him off the gins and just try to work it that way because there's not much more I can do. Trevor, but see, I can't leave this one. That one's too far. They're healing up. I can get her down. And yep. Let's go check this gin out. Let's see, where are they going to now? Jen's all the way down. I can't chase him that far is what's bad. I can't chase him into that unfavorable territory there. This is gonna be rough. Yeah, I gotta keep him off Jin's. It's just gonna be the real pain is right here. Yep, I knew they were gonna be right here. Yeah, flashbang, I heard it drop. That's what sucked, I heard it.
Making me angry.
Yeah, you're trying to draw me over there. It is what it is. That's interesting. How do you open that door like that? I don't know how you opened the door. I didn't see him there. Yeah, there's nothing I can do now. They're out. There's not enough vault places in this one for me to teleport to is another thing. And you can't get that totem. That's interesting. You beat me. I don't want to, but whatever. She's probably got like unbreakable or whatever. Let's let her hit. Let's get her thing on her. I didn't want to get a pity kill there, but that was a rough game. That move it's gonna be hard to figure that one out because it doesn't go over a lot of terrain. It will go over certain terrains, but not others. That, I'll give him a GG there. That was a chaser. Yeah, that map, they cooked me hard there.
Humanity.
So okay, let me try.
Must be
I want to try one of these. Let's see, I don't have enough on the blood web to get it, do I? Let's just move to the next one real quick. I want that new perk that he's got, which is dominance. There we go. Let's try that. Come on, give me the good dominance. There it is. That was nice. That was quick and easy. Loadout. Over that, I'm gonna try dominance to see how that works. Because that's interesting. The first time each totem and chest is interacted with by a survivor, that totem or chest becomes blocked by the enemy or entity for 8 seconds. So by the time you start doing hex play thing and stuff like that, it keeps them from doing it. What's the one that and it's revealed to you in white? So I'll try that and see how it happens. I'll try that and see what goes on with it, because that's pretty good. We'll give that a try. And we got one flashlight. I just need to watch out for yellow. Got two toolboxes and a med kit. So either they're gonna rush gens or they're gonna try to be saboteurs. Yeah, the Dracula, it's gonna take a while. I want to see how this works with him, but I'll probably go back to Dracula after this. Mess around with him some more. He's very good, but I can tell he's definitely got a very, very hard learning curve to him, for sure. What's going on, Matt? How you doing, man? What is going on? What is going on, man? How you liking the new killer? I'm messing around with some of his perks and stuff like that. I went ahead and P1'd him so I could see what his perks and stuff are. I haven't checked it yet. Let's see. But you know, it's like we talked about that one time when they first announced everything, how they did the new the skins for Trevor. They gave us Alucard. They gave us Alucard. They gave us Simon, and the other one is he's another main one there. Let's see. There's Dead by Daylight stuff. Let's see. Hold on. I'll check in here in a second. Let's go over there. I got used to using these deadgum keyboard and mouse. I don't use keyboard in his Discord. Oh, so it's in Lair Chat? Okay, I'll check in Lair Chat then. I got used to using the keyboard. I'm trying to use keyboard and mouse over using controller, but it's proven to be a little harder on me than what I initially remember. Ooh, come here. Oh, that's surprising. That's not surprising. I knew they were going to blister through them. I just had a feeling that was going to be their MO for this match. Yeah, I'll have to check it out here in a minute. What do you think of the new killer? Have you played him any? Let's go right over there. He's cool. I like the way he works, but it's a lot to remember everything's going on with him, because where he's got all the different forms. That first match I played with him, I didn't even pay attention to his... Oh, come on. I didn't even pay attention to changing into his forms. I was just running around having a good time, and I was like, oh shit, I forgot he had, he could turn into a wolf and put damage on you just to do it. Just put damage on you and then go back after Steve. put damage on her, so that way they have to work at it now. Oh, he didn't go to the left. Let's go ahead and damage this. I didn't want to put you up on a thing, but okay. That's about right. I forgot it changes the outfit from that one to Steve. It's yellow. What's interesting with his looping is that fact that he what's the word? He's not, or that getting used to his like hell flame is gonna take some practice. I know that much because it's it sucked. Because the fact that you can't do certain things with it's kind of interesting. The fact that it won't go over certain. Because what, does pallets stop it? Because I've noticed that I tried to hit a pallet and it doesn't go through a pallet, does it? So if you drop a pallet in front of him, it can't go through it. So he's gonna be a interesting one to have to deal with. Let's see how good she is at looping. Not amazing. Not bad, but well, I don't know that yet. Boom. Let's pop this pallet. Let's see, let's go over there. And then into my tunnel. Ooh, here we go. Got it right off the hook. Oh, I want to go up here. I knew somebody was there. Steve Harrington. I missed that. That is kind of crappy, but okay. That's fine, Steve. You're the one that wants to loop, huh? All right, Steve. We just gotta hit you one more time. There's no pallet up here, but there is one over here. Well, that's where that got me. I hear somebody working on it right here. There you are, Laura. I heard you. I couldn't let you just paragin on your own. Ugh. I shouldn't have chased Steve like I did. That's a bad idea. Not really messed with any of their totems, have they? Which is kind of crazy to think about, but... Let's see. I don't know where that Steve's at, and that Steve's the nuisance. The Steve's the nuisance here. This map's so huge, though. I figured that's where they were going to be. Okay. Put that in that. Let's see, where are we going? Right over here. Close to getting this one. I didn't want to do that, but... Take her out and get a kill. And then start focusing on the others. I don't want the Steve. Steve's hard to take care of. I don't want to deal with him. The other ones are easier to take care of than that Steve. Alright, Steve. I didn't really want to chase you, but okay. He's running to the other one, because that's where he's planning on escaping. I don't know how long this teleattack is, but I guess we're going to figure out. And the last one is Laura. And she done a good job body blocking for him. He's the one that carried him, really. I'll tell you that much. Why don't she just run on out? She can just go on out. Unless she's looking for a hatch to get out, which is possible. Unless she's looking for a hatch to get out with. Yeah, she's at the other door. Yeah, I figured that's what she was doing. Go to the next one. Yeah, that level is that's a struggle one for me for some reason. That level is. But yeah, let's go back to Dracula. I just wanted to mess around with see how that worked. I don't know if I like that perk on him. Let's see what other perks we got here.
The Lord of
The Dominus one's pretty cool, but I don't think I care much. What was his other one he had? Let's see what show up under his Lord. Okay, so here's his other stuff. Human Greed. Yeah, let's check that out real quick. That's crazy. So he's going to his transform form. You know, when he goes full-blown transformation. That's crazy, Matt. Yeah, that's what he does after you know, eventually you fight him and he goes through like phase 2 and stuff. That's his normal, like, his phase 2 stuff. Which is really nice. That'd be in the next tomb. That's really nice, though. That's really nice. Let's see, what's this one do? It says, see the auras, the unopened chests, and survivors are revealed for 3 seconds when they enter a 8-meter range. Let's try it out. Human greed. Let's see how it works. Can I level it up? I just want to level up human greed. Just need one and it'll be an epic. Come on, human greed. Nope. I was hoping it's one of these low levels. I'm gonna test it. He's interesting, and like I said, he's definitely very hard to get the hang of to play. Surveillance, that's not what I wanted. But knowing which spec or which one of his forms to go into and what time. There it is, human greed. That's what I wanted. Let's try that. Hold out. Because it seems interesting because it's, you see the aura of unopened chest and survivor auras are revealed for 3 seconds when they enter a 8-meter range of it. So whenever they're around it, it shows them. You also gain the ability to kick them closed, which is nice. So that gives you more eyes on the map. So we'll just see how that goes. We'll try it out. What did I got going on? No challenges? Can't select a challenge now, though. I'll select one here in a minute. That's pretty good if that's in the tomb, then. Because there's some pretty nice ones in general. I was looking at some of them. I hate you can't visit nothing while you're in this. I definitely want to check out... It's going to be interesting to see where they go to with the, their new, I guess the meta. I guess the metas be where I'm thinking, where they're going to go with the meta. Because you got a lot of cool stuff right now. Yeah, skin's going to be nice. Like, his other ones are nice too, though. Like, every one of they've done, or at least this, like, patch for Dracula and for, Trevor, all their skins are really nice. That's one thing I saw and I was like, dadgum, they're nice. Nice skins. Even his other ones. They're all awesome looking. They've done a great job with them. That's all I can say with it. It's like, you look at them, I was like, all those look good. Like, you know, they didn't have a bad skin, I'll put it that way. Like, if I was a real big well in the game, I would probably, you know, look into getting a lot of those skins. Granted, I'm not a big well in the game. I've come to the conclusion the best way to, you know, I've found out is I've got caught up on buying all the, you know, like chapters and stuff as they come out. So, you know what, they come out with a chapter once every couple months or something like that. So, you know, the licensed ones are $8. So $8 every couple of months now is not that bad to stay up on it. And then like with the your battle pass or the rift, it's not so bad with the tomb stuff. It's not bad to, once you get your 1,000, to put your 1,000 in it, and then you net 200 every time off of it for your cells. So really, if you want to go, like, after you've bought that and went full free to play, you could probably buy most everything you want without ever have to actually spend money in the game if you wanted to.
The true Lord of Darkness is upon you.
So let's see, let's test this out a little bit better. They've not gotten in any way of stuff like that, so let's see. Yeah, they're not showing up around their boxes, are they? I want to go to Wolf. Yeah, the lunge on the Wolf's going to be a hard thing to get used to because I've been messing with it. And it doesn't seem as long as the normal hits. That's for sure, I've noticed. Where's my nearest hook? Over here. Oh, it's not really that near, is it? Damage. Ugh. What's it like when we went through a window with him? Oh, Belmont! Trevor, come here! I want a Belmont. Yeah, being able to see the scent orbs from farther distance is very nice too. I can't destroy that while I'm in the bathroom? Okay. Get through there. Let's go back to wolf form. Yeah, she's gonna be a little bit harder one to get a hold of at times, it seems. Ooh, I missed you. Come here. Yeah, Claudia, you're gonna be an annoying one, aren't you? She knows the map well enough to be annoying. Oh, it's you. Okay. And I got switched up on somebody else. Oh, crap. She went down there. I didn't want to grab you, but okay. Guess that is what it is. Yep, let's go with this. Hey, Joey, what's going on, man? Plasmon, okay. Doesn't matter, still gonna sit here and do this. That's fine, I still have been on the other side of it. That sucked for you. Bro, let's go in the basement. Into the basement with you. Let's change bat form.
Don't be overdramatic.
Let's see, where do I want to teleport to? And that's Did not hit it. Okay. That sucked. Hey, Trevor. I smell a Belmont. That's not to play with that, but okay. Come here. Give me a second. Hang you up over here. There's a white hook.
No
Platform.
Trevor.
Who's playing his voice? So it doesn't go over pallets. I mean, that's kind of a downer at least. Most everybody else's skill shots go through a pallet, but his won't. You get caught in the same room you were in earlier? That sucked, didn't it? Oh, come on. Come here a second. Let's put you on a hook. Where's my nearest hook? Hot dog. Go right over here.
Die already.
Shapeshift that form. Let's go over here and get this. Who is this? Oh, it's Trevor. You're a Belmont. I'm not after her. Come here, Trevor. Should be his death hook. You touch this one yet? Nope. All right. Okay. Ugh. That white t-shirt's not a good idea. You're gonna chase me far away from where the last ones are. I've got a box near that one so that I can see anybody comes near this one. The only other one that's questionable. Oh. Come here. That was unlucky on your part there. Come here. You were unlucky on that one, I gotta say. I'll give you the unlucky pass on that one. This hook sucks to get to. Even though it's not far away, it sucks to get to.
I have waited for this moment.
There's one more gen over here I've not messed with. Ooh. Nobody's messed with that one either. Did all three of them? Don't stand near the hook you got off of. Come on now. Jesse, thank you for like, appreciate that. Not there, that one. He's working on that one. Oh, they're off here in Whoville. Where are they going? That's Claire, okay. I think Claire's on her death hook. I think she's on her death hook now. Hang her up. Not on this gen. Not touching that one, so... Yeah, they kind of messed themselves up with their gens. They didn't go to... separate them out enough. Let's see, I might be able to catch a sin orb somewhere. Maybe I'll catch a sin orb. So how's everybody doing tonight? Everybody have a good week so far? Bust this pallet up. Yeah, they kind of messed themselves up by not, What are they doing? Just hiding for the time being? I don't know where they're at. A mid-year review? Does that mean raise for you, Natalie? Be nice if it was, wouldn't it? Why'd you give yourself away? Now, why she gave herself away there? Not till June. They do reviews and don't give you raises? What? I don't feel bad. When I worked for a union for years, and by God, they didn't give you a raise unless they thought you deserved a raise. Well, no, they couldn't give you a raise even if they thought you deserved a raise, is what I mean to say. You weren't getting a raise, let's put it that way. Let's put it that way. You didn't get a raise with them. Like I said, no raise, didn't matter how good of a worker you were. That's good. Check in on your goals. That's good. Rest of this totem. Let's rekindle it. Yeah, we used to do them. Got a 17. I don't want to get rid of this one anyway. Like 17 out, like 17 good, 17 bad. Hey, Bamboozle wouldn't be bad on him. Oh, 17% on your raise? That's real good. That's nice, Natalie. Oh, I dove down. It's always a plus. Always a plus with a job when the money's good. My favorite thing is like, oh, you know, oh, wait, production was good this year. Let's give you a pizza party. And like, no. I want some extra money in my pocket if production was good. That's how it was at DeRoyal at times. They'd be like, they'd give you pizza parties and stuff at DeRoyal, and it wasn't like a bad thing, but it's like, I'd much rather have the raise. Goodness gracious, keeping up with them is, this level's a nightmare. The Claudette's still trying to play, but dadgum Sable's just hiding. Are you guys getting that? Are you gonna get anything off that one of those tropical storms coming through? Was it like, I think it's supposed to be your Wednesday, isn't it? I heard you. The other person just hit on you, didn't they? I'm sorry about this. Could have took me to him. Mess with that one. What a wuss. Hid the entire game on their death hook and wouldn't come out and made the other person die. Person hit on them. That's not fun. As Sable hid. Let her die. She just hid the whole time. Or she hid all the time. Well, well. Well, well, well.
The powerful always judge the weak.
Let's see, let's go here, go here. What challenges do I can do with the killer right now? I don't think I have any pick for the killer. Nope. Don't have any to pick with the killer right now. Oh yeah, I do. There we go. He's pretty fun. Let's try blood web. Alright, load out. What was the other one? It dealt with the obsession dealing with a totem, didn't it? Let's try one more. Let's go with this one. You must really like. You went got the new skin. Got that new skin, I see. We'll try. I don't know. I want to do xenomorphs. The Dracula is definitely one I'd want to. He's fun, but very hard. Okay, I know this level at least. Go over here. Well, hello. Destroy that and we'll keep going. Come here. You up? Put her up. Down him. Not seen Michaela yet. Come here, Alucard. There you are. I heard your feet. I heard your tippy toes. Hit the corner of the locker. There we go. Got that. She's down. Come here. Let's put you on a wide hook. Where you at? Everybody else is back up and healed up, but they all got one hook on them. But one dude's got two on him. Is that David? Pop you up. Bro, David, why did you go back to the one that I would come to you at? I don't want you, David. You got two hooks on you, buddy. Come here and check. Heard someone crying. Taylor! You should have crashed. You've been harder to find. You're walking in the weed. You're walking in the non-tall grass. Let's put you on a hook now. Two hooks for you. Two hooks for you, two hooks for David. And then here you are. That was a little long, but hey, I'll take it. Let's here's somebody getting ready to get a gen done. Oop. This is your death hook getting a big guy. Okay, so it's not that far. That's information, that's information. That's information for me. Alucard's only got one hook on him. He's dead. Michaela's got two hooks on her. I don't want you. I want Alucard. You have to go heal up somewhere. I'm not gonna chase her. I'm so far ahead right now. I should be able to just focus on Alucard for a bit. Let's check over there. We should be able to focus on Alucard. There you are, Alucard. I think I've only got one hook on you, buddy. Come here. I guess I'm taking you to the basement. Let's go. Come down here. And boop. So they each only have one hook left on them. It doesn't matter who I really get. Because they're all one hook. Let's put him out. And go get her. Michaela's the one that's going to be interesting. I want to find her, but I don't know where she's hiding on me. Let's see, let's go over here and check this. I'm not after you, I'm after her. I can slug you and now I get a 4K. She should have not done that. Because now I can just go after Michaela, get her down, and then get a 4K. How about I let you all out? I'm gonna be nice. Let's let y'all go. Get your gens done. Come on. I'll let them have a win. They were good sports. They didn't leave game. We got heavy pressure on them. They didn't leave, so I'm okay with that. What, she want me to hook her and let her have the hatch? Well, get your gens done, guys. Let's see how this works. So you can hear him through there, but I can't see him at that moment. Okay, so I'm not within range of him to hear it there. Interesting. You guys were good sports. That's why I'm gonna let him get out. And there you go. There you go. Took you a while, Michaela. I want to see if it works with multiple layers. If I'm down here, I can hear him working up there, but I can't see him. It's interesting. So it showed him on that. You guys gotta go. Let's see, over here. Have fun. Let him go. So you earn 3 Devour Emblem of Gold or better. I don't really know what that means. Sacrifice and kill. Oh, okay. If I would have killed one more, I would have got it. GG. Just have fun. Let's do us let's do a couple more. Let's see. I don't know how I feel about that one yet. It's not bad, but I don't know how I feel about that one. His other one seems pretty interesting, though. Let's see. Oh, let's go Lord. Wretched Fate seems pretty good, or this one right here seems pretty good. I wish it would let you see open ones too. Just see the ores of open and unopened chests and survivors within range of unopened chests. So you know where the range or the chest where you could shut. Let's go with that. So at start. A Scourge Hook. I guess I'll keep the Scourge Hook one. I don't know how much I feel for it at the moment. I don't know how I feel about it right this minute. Let's see, we got a flashlight, nothing, and I can't tell what Cheryl's got. I just gotta watch the thing, it looks like. Just to watch them to see what they're doing. Chris, thank you for the light, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. The sacrifice category. I would have sacrificed one more, I would have been okay. I should have just sacrificed one and let the other one have the hatch. So I could have got the gold. I forgot I was getting that gold. Forgot I was getting the gold. Okay, okay. I know this level a little bit. Let's see. Let's go over there. Scattered him, huh? He threw you guys under the bus real quick, didn't he? He threw you guys under the bus real quick. That sucked. I didn't even get that close, but okay. That was 2 telegraphs, sorry. Yep. Let's go and damage them so they start regressing. The next one, yep, I was gonna say, I've got a feeling they're working on the opposite side of the map. Hey, Meg. I guess that worked out okay for me. Where'd she go? Hey, gum, she's quick. Go after Dwight. I'm not worried about the flashlighter. Ooh. But not long enough there, huh? You up here? Come here, Meg. It's two on a hook. Why would you sit there and do that, buddy? That's two on you now. Don't stand there. Dwight's on two. All the gens on that side of the map are done. Cheryl! I didn't even know you were there. You shouldn't have jumped out, Cheryl. I would have never known. I would have never known, Cheryl. I'm gonna bleed on you. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. I want to rekindle this totem. Because they've only got two done. That's a good question, Natalie. What do you think I should stream? I don't know what I should stream. I was gonna do Tales of Symphonia, but that's a little too long in my opinion. It's gonna take me about 40 to 45 hours to beat it. And that's if everything goes correctly on that game, because that game, I've noticed certain bosses or certain encounters are extremely hard in it. And of course it has no checkpoints, old school save system. So I don't like having to rerun through another part in a game. You know, it feels like it's boring on stream if I'm like, I failed, let me run through this part again. I failed, let me run through this part again, kind of thing, you know, because you're going back to save points. I definitely could play one of them. It'd definitely be worth it. Firewatch is one that I've seen parts of it, and it looks interesting to me as a game I would probably like to play. So it's definitely a game I might look into. We got a lot of games coming out here soon that look good that I'm kind of interested in playing eventually. So a lot of good games coming up. I just don't know what I want to start now. I like my story games. I like, you know, RPGs and stuff, but RPGs are very hard to stream just because of the sheer length of the games with an RPG, you know? So Firewatch might be a good one to play. I think Firewatch would actually be a very fun game to play. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's also a super chill game. I like games like that where you just can have fun. Murdered. There you are. The white's hiding from me. So yeah, Firewatch might be a good one to play. Exactly. I like games like that. Like, they don't always have to be big AAA titles, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm trying to figure out. It's something I want to play that's a couple streams I can get it in and play it, and then, you know, we've got that Casing of Frank Stone coming up, which is like a story game, but it's kind of like by the same people who've done this, so it'll be interesting to see. And then you've got, let's see, the new Dead Rising coming out, which is a remake, which you ask me is just a fun game. But yeah, they got a game coming out for this Tuesday that's not like this. It's more of a, what's the word? It's more of a story-based game. Like, I'm gonna assume it's probably close to what, like, Outlast or something along those lines. Like, it's a, the Casing of Frank Stone's what it's called. So when I think of casing, I think of like a reporter. You know what I mean? Like, we're doing a case on Frank Stone kind of thing is what it looks like to me. So that's what I'm going to assume the game is like. I'm trying to keep it kind of spoiler free. So definitely thinking about playing that. You've got the new Silent Hill coming out, or a remake of Silent Hill, which they said, what's interesting with the new Silent Hill, and this is what they were talking about, was some of the stuff has changed in the game from the original because it's something Konami's wanting to, I guess they're trying to revitalize the series. So they're going to change some things to make it, try to change it to make it more like their own universe, I guess you could say. Silent Hill universe kind of thing, which could be interesting. We'll see how it goes with it. So I can't wait to play some of the games coming up. But yeah, Firewatch is one I remember watching or seeing a little bit of it. I didn't get to watch much, but I did see some of it. Parasite Eve is another good one. I've got it. I need to play it. That might be something I finish up this week, because I can finish it in a week. The reason I don't want to get into Tales of Symphonia is, like, if I'm making 5 hours of 5 hours of playtime, and I'm getting reset for an hour, so I'm really only getting 3 to 4 hours of time actually into the game. Eternal Darkness is an interesting one. Eternal Darkness is I played a lot of that when I was young. On the GameCube. That is a game I'd like to have a copy of eventually. I haven't checked the price of it in a while. It's probably expensive. It's probably an expensive game. Those games that I hold dear normally are like, they're super expensive. You're like, eh. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely play it, because that's a game I remember playing as young. I don't remember if I beat it as a kid, though. It's one of those games, it's like, did I beat it as a kid? I don't remember. Flash, baby. I'd like to know where your Dwight is. I'm not worried about you, really, Meg. You're on Death Hook. Dwight's on Death Hook. I'd just like to know where he's at. But I guess I can force him into it and maybe let him get hatched. I guess that's what I'll do. Yeah, that's a lot of doll hairs. That's more doll hairs than I'm willing to pay for it. $150. I mean, it's a good game. That would have been on if it was long enough. But that's a fun game. And like I said, you know, what's funny is, you know, the Elden Ring games. Do you remember the game on GameCube that was a ring game? What was it? Oh, goodness. It's by the same people who made Elden Ring, but it was their first kind of foray into the, you know, making games. Let's put you on a hook and try to find Dwight. Over here. Yeah. Like, he got out. He got out. I knew he was gonna get out. I was like, for some reason I got a feeling if I would have just stayed there, I could have heard that open. But there's a lot, like, let's see. There was a game on, let's see if you remember this one. Let's see, Ring game. Ring game. Game Cube. Let's see. It's giving me Lord of the Rings games, but let's see. Is Eternal Darkness one of theirs? One of them did it. Let's see. Souls game on GameCube. Well, there's Demon Souls, but that was on, let's see, PlayStation 3. That's not what I was looking at. Let's see. Okay, here it is. Yeah, this is a short, but I don't remember. Rune 2 was by the same people, but I don't. There was another game. Maybe who made Eternal Darkness? That's the real question. Let's see, Natalie. Let's see, Eternal Darkness. Eternal Darkness. Let's see, who made it? Okay, so he was a writer-director for Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain. The same guy that done these, but Silicon Knights. It's not the one I'm thinking. There's another one. It's got a lady on the cover of it. I can't remember what the name of that game is. Oh, goodness. Eternal Darkness. I remember it. I owned it on GameCube a long time ago. I've not got... What GameCube games do I still got? Most of mine are just Resident Evil games on GameCube, I think. And Smash Brothers. Oh, goodness. GameCube. Let's see. Cube. Games. Let's see. I can just go view all. I don't want to see all the games. It's just crazy how expensive some games are. Like Pokemon Coliseum, $140. I'm not paying $140. Okay, so I have to emulate it. That's probably what I have to do then, because I don't know where else to get it. Because that's one thing you probably have to. There's certain ones like, okay, see, I can find it in DK Oldies for 125 bucks. Maybe this rate. Maybe they'll tell me a little bit more. DK Oldies has some games up there. Let's see. It's Nintendo GameCube. They got in trouble a while back. The DK Oldies people. They got in trouble a while back for like selling refurbished. And it wasn't actually refurbished, I know that. It's basically more or less they cleaned them and then put them back out versus okay. Sort by what's the highest price GameCube game they got on here? Out of stock. What is it? Gotcha Force. There's a game called Gotcha Force and it's like 500 bucks. NCAA 2K3. 100 or 200 or 430 bucks. Oof. 40. That's not bad, but I like a case. I don't like having games without cases. It kills me. There's Ultimate Muscle. Ultimate Muscle Legends versus New Generations GameCube, 200 bucks. Hold on a sec. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I got a thing I can pull up my screen. I can show you guys here. Let me see. I'll just pull it up on this one. Hold on one sec. Let me get it up there. And I like looking through some of this stuff. Let's see. Let's go chatting with webcam. So you guys. Oh, that's the wrong one. Chatting with my cam. So there we go. Let me see. I'm gonna pull this up real quick and see if it actually works for us. I might have to fix it. True. That's one thing I did notice. You can find your cases on Etsy for pretty nice, which wouldn't be bad. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I can find disc at a pretty good one, DK Oldies official store. So if you go GameCube products, games, sort by high to low. So let's see. I can bring it up here. Oh, that's console. Oh, let me go. I think I need to change that HDMI cable. That HDMI cable I think's trash on this thing. I changed some cables around and now it does this every time I try to switch out any game on my PC. I gotta unhook the HDMI, hook it back up, and then it'll pop up. So you like look at some of this stuff here. It's like, okay, they're not showing the prices of these because they're out of stock. I don't even know what this game is. $500. Never heard of Gotcha Force. You had this baby right here. My buddy, I think's got this. It's got all of them together. Look, $430. Twilight Princess. That's a good one. I like Twilight Princess. That's not bad. That's not bad. Like I said, there's that Ultimate Muscle I was telling you about the other day. This is a big game in Japan. That is Ultimate. That's Kid Muscle. Kid Muscle right there. Look at him. Look at that. Look at him. That's Kid Muscle. Most of them are out of stock. See, this right here is this is by the same people who was that the Dark Souls I was talking about? That's out of stock. I've got that sitting over there. Let's see, 140 bucks for a Code Veronica. My buddy's got that. I've got these. They're out of stock. Well, that one's not out of stock. This one's out of stock. They're. Which one looks like the show you're watching? Oh, Ultimate Muscle? Is it got Terry Man in it? It might be by the same people. Beautiful Joe. Yeah, it could be. So it's got Terry Man in it. If it's got Terry Man in it, it's Ultimate Muscle. Some wrestlers from outer space. See, there's Eternal Darkness for 125. What's their cheapest GameCube game? That's their highest. What's their low to high? $1.99. You can get these sports games for like dirt cheap. It looks like, or Pac-Man. Fantastic Four game. Oof. I know, Beautiful Joe. Fantastic game. The visuals in that game were so nice. That's when they really started pushing the stuff with what's it called? Cell shading. I was trying to see if they actually had good games that were cheap, but it looks like you're not getting, like, I'm not gonna buy Shark Tale or Mary Kate and Ashley Sweet 16 on GameCube, $14. Oh, I could buy Scorpion King Rise of whatever. There's Scorpion King game. Look at that, $14. Another Fantastic Four. Oh, look, X-Men 3, the official game. I think my buddy's got that. I didn't see my buddy's got it. I might borrow some from him or have him bring some down when he comes down. Because he's got quite a bit of GameCube games still. I can play them in my Wii at least. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I didn't know there was a game for that. Oh, Wind Waker. Wait, where's my... Have you seen my Wind Waker scroll? Hold on. This is how you know I bought it. I bought this when I bought the, well, it came with the pre-order for it. So I've got my Wind Waker scroll. Of course, he's invisible because of his green. But, you know, it's with the old school strategy guys for, what was it, Prima? So I've got my wall scroll for Wind Waker. I know, I got this. This thing is old as the game, basically. I got this when it came out. I bought that when or I got it when I pre-ordered it and got the strategy guide for it. Or did my mom get the strategy guide? I don't know. Somebody got a strategy guide. Again, tennis game for $12. But yeah, it's crazy how much some stuff is. Okay, like Dreamcast. Do you remember Dreamcast? You had some good games on Dreamcast. Now, how much is a Dreamcast though? Wait. Hey, Shamu. You can buy Shamu for like $40. That's maybe the Dreamcast market isn't that bad. Like, you can get Code Veronica for $55. Soul Calibur, yeah. There's Soul Calibur on it. You had Marvel vs. Capcom. See, that's still expensive. What is it? Marvel vs. Capcom 2, $220. Crazy expensive. Soul Calibur is great though. The Berserk game. I don't remember a Berserk game on here. Ready to Rumble. I remember that. Do they have Dead or Alive? Let's see. Where's it at? There was one game that was crazy. It had some like vagina monster in it, if I remember correctly. If I can find it. House of the Dead 2. It's like it was dealt with some kind of like weird plants and stuff, and some lady in it was like some vagina monster jumping around and trying to get you. It was like D2 or something like that. Ring. Where is it? Power Stone. Now that was a game right there. This is by far one of my favorite ones. Or Nightmare Creatures. Do you remember Nightmare Creatures? Berserk game. Let's see if they got... Let me open that up. That's got music by Rob Zombie. Power Stone 2. Let's see. Let me see if I can find D2 real quick if they got that on here. I would almost get a copy of D2 just to have it because it was one of those things that kind of scarred me. $110 for Dreamcast Dino Crisis? They gotta be kidding. Courier. You can get some Dreamcast games for pretty cheap, though. I gotta say. Gauntlet Legends. That was a great little RPG games back in the day. Let's see. Nemesis. Resident Evil 2 out of stock. Dreamcast. Gundam Side Story was a fun one. They don't have it. They don't have D2. Echo the Dolphin. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Berserk, you said? Was it on Berserk. I don't see it up here. Yeah, see, they didn't have it up here, so they might not have a listing for it. So they don't have a listing for it, though. Was it called Berserk? There's, oh yeah, Virtua Fighter. I remember Virtua Fighter. See, I'm not seeing D2 on here either. Seaman? I remember that game. That had Leonard Nimoy's voice in it. That was a crazy-ass game, though. Like, weird. Let's see. Let's see. Dreamcast. Cast. Berserk. Okay, so yeah, I saw that up there. It was called Sword of the Berserk. So they had it up here, if I'm right. I remember seeing that. So they didn't show up. So it's up here. Sword of well, of course it's gonna show all these. See, there it is, but it's out of stock. They've got it up here. Guts. They were selling for $100 on the Dreamcast. Guts Revenge. So yeah, that's up there. Let's see. Dreamcast, was it D2? This game right here, crazy. Images. It was like weird plant monsters, and it like infected this lady. Wait, is this the part? Well, it's kind of popping out and eating this lady here. The D trilogy was wild, weird, and one of a kind. They have the one like monster eating the lady. Yeah, see, she's like tied to that and ate some dude or something like that, and then she ended up like jumping around and weird vagina monster or something. It was crazy. Wish I could find it. Show more. Let's see some more pictures. Hold on. It's a weird tentacle plant monster game. Wild game though. It was D-2 or D. I guess it's D-2. Oh goodness, where's it at? I don't know. I don't know where it's at, but I wonder if they got it in here. D2. Oh, it's no signal again. Hot dogs. Like I said, it does that crap. I probably have to change this damn cable. It's so annoying. So annoying. Might change something with it so it doesn't do that to me. Okay, let's see. So that, do they have, it's D-2. Doesn't look like they got it. There it is, out of stock. $150? There's no way. No way I'd pay it for that, but I don't know. No. I was like, yeah, well, maybe. But see, defend your cabin against from aliens after your plane is knocked out of the sky by a meteor. That is, the story of it. Defend your cabin from aliens after your plane is knocked out of the sky by a meteor. They're plant aliens and they get inside of people. That's all I remember with it. And see, just weird plant monsters. They infect people. They jump out and kill like the Thing, and then you just bonkers. Bonkers game, but it was one of a kind, truly. One of a kind. Let's see. Of course, Power Stone was one of the greats. Multiplayer games. Had to love it. I saved $35. That's a steal. Game only. Oh, what are you gonna charge me for that? Sorry. Game only was that. If I bought the game case and manual, $200. Now, Nightmare Creatures, there's game only. Music by Rob Zombie. This game was like pretty crazy. It's a fun game. Nightmare Creatures 2. Then of course Ultimate Muscle, a D2. Well, what's let's see. This right here is a game I want, but it's stupidly expensive. Where's it at? Is it Game Boy or Game Boy Advance? We'll go Game Boy. There is a Game Boy game. Look at that. That's $75 for that. Maybe it's not in Game Boy. Let's see. I know it's a Resident Evil game, but it's not like any of the other ones. So Res Evil. Boop, 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 boop. Let's go. It should be high to low. This is what I wanted. Oh, it's out of stock. Somebody actually bought that thing? Jesus Christ. Good for them. $900 on this website. $900 for a Game Boy Color game of Resident Evil. Ludicrous. Oh, there's another one here for $250. I don't know why it's two different ones, but I guess it dropped down $250 and someone actually bought it. It was, like I said, it had that one list and they must have changed it to $250 and someone actually bought this game. Crazy expensive. I'd love to have it. Crazy expensive. See, my buddy's got this one. The Sega Saturn one. I gave him that a while back because I didn't have a Sega Saturn. And then, of course, the complete Resident Evil with the long box. I don't know if you remember the long box PlayStation games. I hope so, for that kind of price. I mean, you go to the right side of town, you pretty much get them for about $20. You know? I've got this over on my shelf. Close to $90 for Resident Evil. Some stuff is just stupidly expensive. I can't bring myself to pay, you know, like, oh, game cartridge. $80. Gerald, what's up, man? What's up? I mean, it's outrageous to me. Like this, I've got this over on the shelf. $70. I can't bring myself to pay that kind of money for some of these things. Now, this, if it came with like the case and everything, like good cartridge, cosmetically flawed cartridge, see, that's outrageous to me. I just couldn't. That's just a good cartridge. $250. Maybe. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We used to have them at the flea market too. How you doing, Gerald? Having a good day, my man? You know, for me, same thing. I remember going to the flea market and we used to have a, was it Edward McKay's Used Books and More. And that would have a whole bunch of stuff for you to check out if you've ever seen an Edward McKay's. Edward McKay's Used Books and More. And then their little jingle was, "We feed your head." And they had all kinds of like old systems and games and stuff. It just blows my mind that certain things are that expensive. Like, you go GameCube, you go to their highest ones. Well, let's see. Where's the... But here's what's also funny. If you go PlayStation 2, high to low, most of their PlayStation games, you know, there's only a select few that are very expensive. Most of them are pretty... Oh, Xenosaga. You ever play Xenosaga? You act like that. You seem like a person that would play Xenosaga because that game was great. Why in the world are they selling Budokai Tenkaichi 3 for $250? Ugh. I could buy the Onimusha Essentials for $260. So you did check out the Xenosagas? I love the Xenosaga. I remember, what was that one opened up and she like straight up wasted everybody. It was crazy. Yep, Wild Arms 5 right there's Wild Arms. Wild Arms is great. It's just interesting seeing some of these older games like Armored Core. There was a newer Armored Core that came out not too long ago. I don't know how well it was done. A Scarface game. Didn't know that. Scarface, The World Is Yours. Collection Edition. Fatal Frame. A Predator Concrete Jungle. So most of these are probably inflated because of just like nostalgia, like $110 for those three. I guess it means it's 3 games for one. So I'm pretty sure most of it's nostalgia stuff, but just is what it is. PlayStation 2 was when I played a lot of stuff. This game, I got this the other day on my shelf to see. Red. I bought this a little while back. They don't have it here. How much do you want for it? $52. This is a good game. I don't know if you've ever played this, but this is a tactics game. But the tactics was like, let's see. I might as well look it up here. PS2. Red. Yeah, we have one too, but their prices are crazy. I love going in there and looking at their stuff, but I can't bring myself to buy the stuff they got on the shelves. Like, see, this is like a mech game, but it's like very slow and it takes place. Yeah, see, that's the good stuff when you can find it. There's one in our Morristown Mall that has a whole bunch of stuff that's really cool. This game here, I've got it on my shelf. I wanted to play it. My PlayStation 2 messed up, but I could put my disk drive in my PC, and I've got an emulator ready to go, so I could play it that way. Ring of Red. But this game right here is interesting. Yep, like the Pikachu Game Boy. That's nice though. It's a nice one. See, I've got the Call of Duty Xbox over there that I've got sitting on the shelf. I don't even know how much that thing's worth nowadays. You never know what some of those things are worth. Like this, what is this? Like this, what is it? This takes place after World War II instead of, you know how they split Germany into East and West Germany and split it between the US and Russia. This is if they did that to Japan and had North and South Japan, and they use mechs to fight back and forth, but it was like very slow. No, it was a yeah, Xbox exclusive. Exactly. You know, I heard something interesting about that day. I actually read a article, and they were talking the reason they did it is because they pushed it out to try to, you know, match up with the PlayStation, try to beat it out, and they dadgum didn't put enough cooling in it. So as you turned your Xbox on and off, it would cause overheat and stress on it until it would fry something in it. So all it was they didn't put a big enough fan in the system itself. That's all that problem was. And that was just so stupid to, you know, ruin people's systems because they terrible. See, I've got the original Xbox over there, and I don't know what's wrong with it, but I've got one. It's my original one I had. It's brick though. But see, I've got some old school games over here that I got from my buddy the other day. Just sitting over here. And I was like, hey, let me get those back from you. He's like, all right. But I have, let's see what I got here. Oh, this is the limited edition pre-order thing or whatever. I like how it says $9.99 because I actually took the case and traded it out because this case sucked for some reason. There's something wrong with this case, and I was like, I'm gonna trade it out. What is it? What was this for? Oh, this is a Thing case. So this is for the Thing. But you know, it came with my original copy of Fable. So you got these two together. And then I had my copy of The Thing on Xbox. And then I had Evil Dead, A Fistful of Boomstick. And see, then I got this the other day, my Ring of Red. It's got the case and everything. That's what I wanted. I wanted my case, I wanted my booklet and everything, so I got that. And then my KOTOR there. Still got my book and everything. It's a thick book. Great game. And then I've got my Halo 2 special edition with its like fancy plastic case for it and metal box. And it came with a trial for Xbox Live, which I think I used. What's inside the case? You got, let's see, hold on. I can tell you exactly how much I paid for it here in a second. There's all the booklets that came with it, but I also have a Slurpee thing that came from it. This, oh yeah, this was my buddy's copy. He must have my, but here's the, I'm not going to show his name. What was that? 58 bucks. So still got the GameStop receipt from buying it. It's got limited. Got one of the disc in here. Halo 2. Crazy. They might. It as hot as the game did, I don't doubt that they would do something like that. The game is just, or the thing was just so crazy. Here's an unused 2-month free trial of Xbox Live. Look at it, still got the scratch off on it. So I don't doubt that they'll do it just because they love to do stuff like that. And I enjoyed the movie, but video game uh video game stuff, they don't do that often anymore, you know what I mean? They don't do it anymore. Because there used to be a Wolverine game, when it was pretty fun back in the day. They had stuff like that back in the day. They don't do it much anymore. Like games based on movies. Let's see. When was the last time games based on? When's the last time they really come out with some? It looks like that's actually based on a movie. You know what I mean? Or it's come alongside of it. I don't know. These are like movies based on games. That's not what I want to see. There we go. A list of games based on this. So, okay. Jesus Christ. 3 Ninjas Kick Back. Let's see. You don't really realize how many there actually is. But oh, do you? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, nice. Oh, that's cool. It looks like AM Flux had a game. Let's see. AM Flux had one. Where's it at? Oh, where's the list of movies? There it is. Yeah, see, AM Flux, let's see. Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo. That was in 2001. Okay. Let's see. Alvin and Chipmunks. The Amazing Spider-Man games were really good, of course. 2012, 2014. Bible Goes West had one. Arthur and the Invisibles. Don't know what that is, but it was made by Atari in 2017. Astro Boy had a game in 2009. Atlantis, The Lost Empire. Search for the Journal. Oh, so they had 2 different ones. You had Zombies Inc. and Zombie Studios made 2 different ones. Based on the same game. Well. Back to the Future. Let's see. What was... And Bad Boys, Miami Takedown. Just a lot. Just the interesting ones. Beowulf had one. The game. Blair Witch had a game. Back in 2000, it looks like. It was based on the movie. Bram Stoker's Dracula back in 1993. On the Super Nintendo. Bebe's Kids, yes. That was, oh goodness. It's Beetlejuice by Rare. Bebe's Kids. What was that about? I do remember, yeah, Bebe's Kids. Now, okay. Yeah, I remember this, oh, Jesus, that's a small-ass picture. That helped me out none. But Bebe's Kids, I remember this TV show. I remember watching this. It's based on a 1992 animated film of the same... So it was a movie? Really? I didn't... Wait. Who played him? Who was the voice actor? Now Carter. Huh. I do remember Bebe's Kids though. But there was also a TV show, wasn't there? This is a movie, but there was also a TV show. Right? Or am I I do know there was a movie because I remember Bebe Kids, but I don't remember Yeah, see, I remember Robin Harris talking about, but he done. I thought that. Oh, it's this music. I want to say. I guess they had a Baby's Kid game though. I do remember Baby's Kids. Huh. Bill and Ted, of course. And a Beetlejuice game. What Beetlejuice game was this? I got a figure of this Beetlejuice the other day. I sent a picture to Igor. Let's see. Which one are you looking at? Bloodwing Pumpkinhead's Revenge. Bolt. Bram Stoker's Dracula. There's two different ones for that. Brave. Braveheart. A Bug's Life. Captain America Super Soldier. 2011. Yeah, so it was based on that. Cars game, that makes sense. Cars 2, Cars 3, Driven to Win. Okay. That Catwoman game, that's the one that was awful, wasn't it? That was considered one of the worst games they ever made, if I can remember correctly. Same with movies. I think it was both. Charlotte's Web had a game. Okay. Chicken Little. They had old Zach Baff, didn't it? He played Chicken Little in that movie from Scrubs. Fritz Caspian. I like how they put the does in there. Constantine, which one's that? Okay, so there's a Keanu Reeves Constantine game. Okay. Interesting just seeing Days of Thunder. Days of Thunder's had a game in 2011. Why in the world they make a Days of Thunder game in 2011? There's an old Days of Thunder, of course, the 1990s film. That makes sense they made a game there, but why in the world they make one in 2011? Darkman. The Sam Raimi movie. Dick Tracy. I was over the top. Like, what's it called? NES version. Grand Theft Auto. Demolition Man. Yeah, Demolition Man. What'd you do in this game? That's okay, so it used the Beetlejuice from the TV show, not Michael Keaton's designed Beetlejuice. Yeah, Demolition Man, of course. My favorite part in that was when he opens the sewer and gives it a big whiff and goes, reminds me of biscuits and gravy. Dirty Harry had a game, okay. That's an old Nintendo game. I got you. I didn't realize he was 94 now. Still kicking, I guess. Let's see. The Bruce Lee story. Dragon Ball Evolution. That was a horrible movie. And I can't believe Namco Bandai made a game of that. What was it? I love the, what was it? Oh, Bruce Leroy. What was it? It had Sho'nuff. Shogun Sho'nuff. What was that? The Last Dragon. That was a great movie. I don't know if you ever watched The Last Dragon. There's not many E's, is it? The Evil Dead. They had another game in 1984? Evil Dead game in 1984. I didn't know they made one then. I hate that I can't see what. Yeah, that really helped. I clicked on it to see if it would zoom in. And it was like, no, not really. We're not zooming in. Evil Dead is an adventure game based Commodore 64. So they had one on a Commodore 64 based on a 1981 horror film of the same name. I didn't know they had one that old. It's a Commodore 64. Well, BBC Micro, Commodore 64, and ZX Spectrum. Okay. Okay, I guess. I didn't know they had one. Yes, I do love some Bruce. The Bruce Lee story. Dragon. On the Genesis. The E.T. game. I got that over there on the shelf, I think. I got that over there, the Atari one. E.T. Extraterrestrial. I got that over there on the shelf. Let's see. Fantastic Four. The Fifth Element had a game? Did you get to meet Ruby Red in it? Boy, Ruby Red? That's Chris Tucker's character. I think that's his name, isn't it? Ruby Red? I guess that's who it is. I guess it. Alright. Didn't sell over 1 million copies, though. That's a big swing. Look, Electronic Gaming Monthly. I got 2.1 out of 10. Game Informer gave it a 7 out of 10. A 2.4 out of 10 from GameSpot. 5 out of 10 from IGN. This guy must have really enjoyed it in Game Informer. Everybody else gave it crap. This dude right here is like, he's pretty good. Oh, I guess GamePro gave it, 3.5, I guess, out of 5. Nothing much. How you doing, Victoria? How you doing? How you doing? I'm just looking through old games that are based on movies. Or games that are based on movies. That's what I'm looking at. Let's see. GoldenEye, of course. That was that right there. GoldenEye 64. That's the game right there. The Goonies. They had how many different ones? They're all by Konami. So it must be something weird with them. The Goonies. You gotta love the Goonies, though. So there's a Goonies game. Apple, Atari 8-bit, Commodore 64. So he had a Goonies game. It was that, that music and just that pause music when you got it up. That was the good stuff there. Gremlins had a game. A new batch. Oh, what? They didn't actually call it Gremlins 2? They just called it Gremlins, and then they were like, you know what? This is called the new batch. You're supposed to know Gremlins 2, the new batch. So if you're going to buy it, you're going to know it's the new batch. Which, I mean, the case says it all. Except for it doesn't have Gizmo. Harry Potter games. Did you see where they dropped the price recently? I'm the same way, Jared. I don't remember every game I ever played. I don't remember all the. There's probably a lot of them. Like, I know I didn't play no High School Musical games. Senior year, never heard of that. It's a High School Musical game, man. Never played any of those. Highlander game. Home Alone 2, Hook. Now, Hook was a movie. Now, that was, that's probably one of the best Peter Pan adaptations ever. Hook. Trader Jack, Howard the Duck. Howard the Duck was a weird movie to me. Like, it wasn't a bad movie, but I do remember, what was it? You're fine. Tell him I said hello. Tell him I said hello. How y'all doing? Hopefully y'all are doing good. Doing good. Let's see. What was funny is, like, with Howard the Duck, I always had it was a weird movie for me. Like, it's a good movie, but I could never wrap my head around the woman dating a duck man. Like, it just didn't compute to me as a child. I was like, that doesn't make sense, because everything I know about ducks, I was like, a woman can't date a duck, and it just didn't make sense to me. Oh, Sonic? Nice, nice. Always get me a cherry limeade if I'm there. That's a go-to, cherry limeades. Yeah, Dustin Hoffman is Hook. Who played Smeed? Somebody else played Smeed, and he done a great job with Smeed. Oh God, was the same guy that played in Killed Roger Rabbit? No, who was it played Smeed? Yeah, exactly. It was Mario and Roger Rabbit. Bob Hoskins. The whole cast was so good. Rufy. Oh, gotta love him. Loved it. I loved it. I love the new Deadpool movie, Veronica. Loved it. Incredible Hulk, the game for Sega. Ice 9. What in the world is that? What is... Oh, it's based on the film The Recruit. How does that do anything with The Recruit with Colin Farrell, Al Pacino. The Recruit, and the game is called Ice 9, Trust No One on Game Boy Advance. Did they think it was going to sell well? Independence Day, I do remember that game. You flew around. It was very hard to control it back in the day. A bunch of Indiana Jones games. Yeah, but the Deadpool movie was fantastic. Loved it. Loved it. That's probably a movie I'll end up buying on like a physical copy, because I don't buy a whole lot of physical copies anymore unless I really, really want to support a movie, and that'll be one that I'll probably buy a physical copy of just to support the movie. John Wick Hex. The tactical role-playing game. Never heard of this. I do like John Wick. Frequency. Yes. Blade, the whole thing where they brought Blade back, Jennifer Gardner. Gardner. Yeah, it's Garner. Jennifer Garner. Garner. There's a city that near me that was like that. I keep wanting to put the D as in Gardner. No, it's Jennifer Garner. Brought her back, and then of course they're like, here's a Gambit movie that was never made. Channing Tatum, which I guarantee that movie's gonna get made now. It's getting too much steam to do it. Based on John Wick franchise. It's a timeline strategy game with elements of resource management where the player maneuvers the character through a level on a hex-based grid. Okay. Various moves and actions. I wish the pictures were bigger. It's so small, you can't see crap on it. There's a John Wick Hex. He did. I thought it was great. Everything about the movie was just so good. And Blade had to have my favorite saying that he had in it. Because, you know, my favorite saying in the other one was, every time he's like, there's always some motherfucker trying to ice skate up a hill. I was like, God knows, that's probably my favorite line he ever said. Yeah, I don't know how long I was here. I think I was born here. He's talking about how shot out at his daddy and stuff like that, and you're like, Jesus Christ. So good. Judge Dredd. That's the Stallone one. I like the Judge Dredd movie with Carl Urban. I thought he did a good job with Judge Dredd. Karate Kid. Kick-Ass 2. Was there even... So there was a Kick-Ass 1 game. Kick-Ass the game. Kick-Ass 2 the game. I guess. Of course, Kung Fu Panda. Labyrinth the game. The computer game, it says, not even just the game. It was. So Lucas Games did it, so it was obviously probably pretty good, even though it was on Apple II, Commodore 64, and 128. But it wasn't a newer game. There is a Labyrinth game, huh? Okay. Last Action Hero had one. Yeah, it was a dark movie, but I loved it. Lawnmower Man? Who remembers Lawnmower Man? That movie was way out there back in the day. The game was published in Japan by Coconuts Japan. That sounds about right. Lawnmower Man the game. Genesis and Sega CD. It blows your mind on some of the stuff that they actually tried to make games out of. Bunch of Lego games, of course. All the Lego games are good. Lethal Weapon had a game. Oh, it's got Joe Pesci in it too. So okay, yeah, I was gonna say Joe Pesci wasn't in the first one, but looks like they developed it and it was released in conjunction with Lethal Weapon 3, the third installment. Yeah, yep. It was. What was his name in that in Lawnmower Man? He was a bigger actor in it. What was his name? Okay, yep. Was it? Yeah, but it was based on. I didn't know Stephen King wrote Lawnmower Man. Is this him? No. Wait a second. I know you. Where do I know you from? Of course, he's been in all kinds of stuff. Isn't he from Walking Dead? No, where are you? You're a bunch of stuff though, buddy. He's in The Librarians. I remember that was a good show. Librarians. I don't know if you ever watched that. I like The Librarians. Workaholic is Doug. What other stuff do I know him from? Huh. What was it? No, it's not Pierce Brosnan. I saw that and I was like, I clicked on it and it knew who it was as soon as I saw it. I was like, I know him. Not Jenny Wright. There he is. Or no, is that? That doesn't look like him. I don't remember. Whatever. It was a good movie. Lawnmower Man was a good movie. Great movie. I just went over here. I didn't know Dean Morris was in that. He as the director. I didn't know he was in that. Interesting. Good movie though. So it's Harold, but then again, serviceman discovering his lawnmower mows the yard by itself after he crawls after it, naked, eating the grass. Discovers his lawnmower mows the grass by itself while he crawls after it, naked, eating the grass. I don't remember that scene in the movie. I don't remember that part. Do you remember that? Crawling in the grass, eating the grass naked? I don't remember that. Okie dokie. That's a good movie, Lawnmower Man. Didn't know they made a game of it. I guess they did. Last Airbender, of course. That was it. That was the movie, wasn't it? Yeah, the awful movie they made. I don't know why they do stuff like that. Let's see. Lion King 1.5. Lion King, of course. Little Nicky had a game, huh? On the Game Boy Color. 2000, yeah, that makes sense. That's when Dadgum Adam Sandler was crazy popular. Current of King, yep. Let's see, The Two Towers, Jurassic Park, Jurassic Park, Mad Max. Well, that was I was gonna say that's not the one I remember. Ah, it's 2015 one I remember. I remember that one. No, I don't remember that one. I do remember Mel Gibson. Escape to Africa. What's the? Oh, okay. I was like Madagascar. I was like, why is that? Oh, it's Madagascar. I hate when they don't put the actual name next to them and just put the tagline after it. Meet the Robertson. God knows, there's so many. Monty Python and the Quest for the Holy Grail had a game in 1996. Huh? What was that on? Probably PC. Yeah, Windows and Macintosh. So there was a Monty Python game back in the day. There's up the Monty Python's Cow Tossin' and Monty Python's The Meaning of Life. That was good. And was it The Life of Brian? Was that another one of Monty Python's big ones? The Life of Brian was really good. Nacho Libre. I know that one. Napoleon Dynamite the game. How do you have a game about a movie about really nothing? I guess. Open Season, Over the Hedge, Pacific Rim, The Page Master. I remember The Page Master too. That was a good movie back in the day. Let's see. Planet 8. Platoon. Platoon had a game? And they had another one in 2002, huh? Well, they got two. Poltergeist video game. Of course, Predator, Predator 2, Predator 2 again. So what's the difference between them? 2 years, I guess. Punisher. Puppet Master. So Puppet Master had a game? Or, that's a relatively new game too, 2023. Puppet Master the game. I don't know if you've ever watched a Puppet Master movie, but Jesus Christ, those can be extremely messed up. Survival horror game. What was it on? Microsoft Windows. Never heard of it. Gameplay is a third-person survival horror game set in a different location from the Puppet Master franchise. It's an asymmetrical single-player and multiplayer game. The multiplayer portion of the game features a human player against 3 puppet players As a human player attempts to retrieve artifacts related to and escape Andre Toulon. And escape with them. Perks can also be unlocked. Experience points during the gameplay. So it's basically almost like Dead by Daylight. But Puppet Master. Oh yeah, the Leech Lady. That's the one that was horrible. That's what I'm talking about. Like, if you've ever seen one, you'll know what I'm talking. And you said the Leech Lady. Exactly. Where it's like spitting the leeches up on the guys he tied up in the bed and stuff. Horrible. Horrible. I didn't know Puppet Master had a game. That's interesting to me. Never heard of it. I have to ask Igor about that next time I talk to him. Raiders of the Lost Ark, Rambo, First Blood, Rambo again, and Rambo 3. God knows. They definitely pumped out some Rambo games between one every year. Jeez. 85, 86, 87, 88. Let's see. Ratatouille Food Frenzy. Reservoir Dogs had a game? 2000. Yeah, I do remember that now. Yeah, there was they've changed it up quite a bit. What was that? Speaking of like movies where like the puppets and stuff, what was the Small Soldiers? I'm surprised I haven't seen Small. Well, we haven't got down to S's yet for Small Soldiers. Those movies were good. RoboCop, RoboCop 2, RoboCop 3. There was a newer RoboCop set. Yeah, RoboCop Rogue City. Supposedly that one was actually pretty good. I don't know much about it, but supposedly it was actually a pretty good game. See, at least passing score. If you're getting over a 70, you're at least passing. Heard it wasn't terrible. That's all I heard. I heard, like I said, pretty good. It's Unreal Engine 5. RoboCop. Let's see. The Rocketeer. I remember The Rocketeer. That movie was pretty good. Remember that movie back in the day. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. The Room. Oh, that's a daggum one with, what's his name? Oh, God. Tommy Wiseau. Tommy Wiseau. I was looking for the name in there. Let's see. This is a point-and-click adventure game released on September 3rd, 2010 that serves as an unofficial adaptation of the 2020. Oh, was it 2003? Jesus, I can't say it because it wasn't 2020. Is 2003 The Room, directed by Tommy Wiseau. It was programmed by Newfoundlander Tom Flip. I should play a point-and-click adventure. It's by Newgrounds. The Room. It's. I think it's just a straight up. I go to it. It's a Flash player, so I could just technically play it right now if I went to the. This game was designed in the 16 style bit, much like the similar games based on the films Tremblers and the Hunger Games for Newgrounds' own 2010 and 2012 April Fool's jokes. But this looks like it's a actual game. So there's actually a Newgrounds game. I have to check into that. So there's a Newgrounds game for The Room. Huh. Okay. I had to check that out. We might play that tomorrow just to do it. Oh, hi, Jeff. I love, he's like getting all angry and talking. Then Jeff comes up. He's, oh, hi, Jeff. And you're like, oh, God, it's fantastic. What was it? Scan Command Jurassic Park. I don't know what that's about, but okay. Scarface, money. Does it? Money, power, respect. Yeah, you're my favorite customer. God, you gotta love that. Poor Tommy Wiseau. He just fell off. He got that. Kind of bump for having like a bad good movie, if you know what I mean. Like, there's difference between like a bad movie where you can't enjoy watching just a bad movie, and then you've got Tommy Wiseau's The Room, which is a bad good movie. God knows I got so many white screens up here. It's making my green screen act funny. Let's see. But it was Short Circuit. I remember that movie. I used to like Short Circuit. As a child, I loved that movie. Shrek movies, of course. There it is, Small Soldiers. I knew there was a game because I remember playing it. Space Chimps. I didn't know Space Chimps had a game, but okay. Space Jam had one, of course. Makes sense. Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3, The Spiderwick Chronicles, SpongeBob SpongeBob Hero Pants. Sorry, he's not SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants movie. Star Trek Generations. That was a good one that had all of them in there. Star Trek. Phaser Strike. Star Wars. Of course, a bunch of Star Wars games. Let's see. Wait. They don't have that one up here, which is great. So there was a Starship Troopers game back in '97. Another Starship Troopers game. I guess they just never got them to actually take off. Street Fighter the movie. Okay, I was like, the movie? Street Fighter the movie. Why is there two of them? I guess there was two different games for two different whatevers. Sum of All Fears. Let's see. We coming up. Sweet Home. This is what Resident Evil was. It was a good old fever dream. I gotta love those movies. This game right here is what inspired Resident Evil. I played this on stream a while back. It's called Sweet Home. It's by Capcom. It was based on a movie called Sweet Home. And it was like this weird over-the-top game with locked doors and creatures running around. It was an interesting game. It was a survival horror game back on what was it on? Family Computer. Oh, so Nintendo, like this. I like how they call it Family Computer. The NES. But this is what Resident. Yeah, here it is. In retrospect, Sweet Home is considered a landmark game and is often cited for laying the groundwork for survival horror genre. It has served as the main inspiration behind Resident Evil, which is massive critical and commercial success, launching a multimedia franchise. They had the door opening, like on Resident Evil. You know how you walk up to a door and it shows the door open. This one had it in it first, and that's kind of one of the things they kind of took from that, just as a homage to it. It is pretty good. If I could get it on like a legitimate thing, I was playing it on a web browser, like Flash game, because it's not much of anything as an NES game. But I played it on stream. It was fun. Back in 1989. Crazy game, and it was like you had a bunch of characters, and they could die off. So it was like you could get different endings. Like I've only got like 3 characters left, and you kind of play through the game with those 3 characters and stuff. It was interesting. They all had different abilities. Like one was a vacuum cleaner guy. One was like, the vacuum cleaner guy is the only one I can remember because there was like broken glass in the ground. You couldn't get by it unless you had the vacuum cleaner guy, and he vacuumed up glass. But that is a game. Hold on. Can I? Sweet Home? You have a copy of Sweet Home? No, you do not. You do not have me a copy of Sweet Home. I'd almost want a copy of Sweet Home just to have it. Even though it's a Japanese-only title, it never came out in America, I don't believe. I don't think it was ever released. I don't think it was ever released in America. Yeah, see, released Japan. You see one of those, Natalie, at a reasonable price. I'd like to have one of them. Silent Hill and Sweet Home. 2 places about homes. I'm going to my Silent Hill, and I'm going to my Sweet Home in Silent Hill. That is an interesting little game. Let's see. Tangled. Tasmania Story, The Terminator, Judgment Day, Rise of the Machines, Terminator Salvation, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So there's one. There's a Thing. I've got it right there next to me. Thor, God of Thunder. Okay. Time Cop. That's not the Time Cop I was thinking of. The Time Cop movie. Who was in the Time Cop movie? Jean-Claude Van Damme. I was like, that doesn't look like the Time Cop I remember. Because it was Jean-Claude Van Damme that played him. Okay. TNT. Time Stranger? Based on a novel. That looks cool. Okay, so this is the actual movie, huh? It's an animated science fiction film based on a novel produced by Madhouse Studios, directed and co-written by Mori Matasaki. The film was released in Japan in December 20th, 1986. Character designs were okay. That's cool. 91 minutes. That might be worth watching. Hey, I'll look that up one day. Boop, 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 boop. Top Gun, Total Recall, blah, blah, blah. Toy Stories. Transformers, Tron. Tron's had a few different ones there. The Untouchables. I didn't know they had a game too. Okay. Up. That's the only movie I remember going in theaters and crying. That movie made me cry in theaters. Up. Jesus. There's a Helsing movie. Oh, that's Van Helsing. Wally. Before Warlock. Okay. Waterworld, Wayne's World had a game. Okay. White Man Can't Jump. Okay. Who Framed Roger Rabbit had a few different ones. Rare. So Rare made one, and Capcom made one for Game Boy Advance. Interesting. Yeah, well, I'll send them to you. I'll send them to you when I send you the duck videos. Zombieland Double Tap Road Trip. What in the world? I didn't know that Zombieland had a game. Zombieland. Oh, no wonder. It looks like it was awful. Didn't know about this, but the story is set between the events of Zombieland and Zombieland Double Tap. I've never even seen the second one, Double Tap. Just never watched it. I need to watch it. I love the first one. First is probably one of my favorite. Well, it ranks up there in probably my top 10 favorite zombie movies. First one does. But there's a Who Framed Roger Rabbit by Rare. Rare does incredible games, so that's probably a pretty good game then. Okay, I remember that. Why is it so small? Like, I want to zoom in. You can't zoom in. This is the best you get. Like, zoom in. I guess that's all they want to show me. I went down the rabbit hole, though. I get down the rabbit hole of all kinds of stuff, huh? Of course, no signal. No signal. That's about right. Oh, goodness. All right, I'm going to head in the house. I'm wore out for the night. Tomorrow, I'll probably play some different games. I'm tempted to play that Firewatch. I've looked into that before because it seems like a game I would truly like to play. So I might check out Firewatch, and I might look at the Room game and stuff like that. But I'll post a picture or video of my ducks. I got a little video of them when I caught them with their mama. So I'll post that in Discord here in a little bit, in Igor's Discord, so you can check that out. And I'll send you those too if you can find them. Like I said, in Japan, a lot of times you can find their old stuff reasonably priced because for some reason they don't. Their collector's market isn't nothing like it is in ours. For some reason, in America, they're like, charge you out to yin yang for something. You're like, I guess, even if it isn't that rare. I have like 5 copies, but I'm gonna charge you $1,000 a piece. You're like, no, I'm not gonna pay that. It's like, well, $60. You know, that sounds more reasonable. But when it goes up to like triple digits for like an old game, you're like, triple digits just don't sound right to me. But yeah, I'll catch y'all tomorrow. And like I said, we'll probably start something small. Like Firewatch would probably be a fun one. I just wanted to try this out tonight, and I busted my head open today, so I've kind of got, well, yesterday I busted my head open. It's underneath my thing. You guys can't really see it, but I hit my head real bad right up here the other day. Catching the ducks. I hit it on a 2x4 and skinned the top of my head, and it's been sore ever since. So anytime I like lean down, I can feel like the blood rush to my head, and it's not a good feeling. But tomorrow I should, like I said, be on. We'll do a good stream like that, and have a little fun, start something new. So guys, take it easy, stay safe out there, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow. I'm out. Later, guys.